Hello everyone, welcome back. It is day 67. We're with Rook, Ivor, and pals, Alette, Oddleaf, etc. You know who I'm talking about. But last episode when we left off, we arrived in Wyrmtow and we were about to leave yet again. I think we've already looked at the market. Yes, we've already checked out these items, we've scoped them, and now we have no choice but to leave yet again. Grafheim's quite a few days out, says Krumir, but nothing's worse than crossing the Vase, I imagine. If there's anywhere you might be safe from Dredge, it's there. You steel yourself for another long march, and half the town of Wyrmtow joins you. Plus 62 Varl, damn. 20 supplies, damn! Half the town of Wyrmtow, so apparently there's like roughly 130 Varl in the town. Not very big.
More supplies missing,
The woman by a wagon says to you,
and look, tracks. Right here they look like children's footprints, but my husband and I followed them into the wilderness a ways. They meet up with some adult tracks, no telling how many.
We can round up and question the children, question parents about their children, send scouts to look for anyone following you, have the children watched carefully. Let's see if there's anyone following us, I suppose. You round up some volunteers who depart quietly. They return that evening with reports of a few tracks that ultimately lead nowhere. Someone may be trying to hide their tracks, but you don't have time to continue the search. So, assumedly it's someone within the caravan, some absolute asshole that is deciding to betray everyone else. Oh my god, weak morale, we may have to rest yet again. But we've only got 21 days of supplies. Maybe we can rest at whatever the fuck this is. It's another godstone, perhaps? A group of men with broad shoulders and thick cloaks approach the caravan. They might be outlaws, you hear nearby, and the idea quickly ripples through the clansmen. One of the strangers approaches, saying, "We've run out of food. Any help would be welcome." His hard eyes reveal nothing of his motivations. You consider how you want to approach this. Offer no food. Ask them how they came to be here. Fight with us and earn your food. Decline to help the strangers. Let's ask them how they came to be here. The men get nervous and reveal sturdy weapons. Your warriors step forward until the leader holds out a hand, saying loudly, "The last group to ask us questions tried to kill us. Tried. Let's keep this simple. Will you help us or not?" Fight with us and earn your food. Definitely, yes. The men look surprised by your offer. In short order, they join the caravan and start sharing tales and drinks. Unfortunately, it is less than a day later that you discover they vanished along with a sizable portion of your supplies. Ah, man. Apparently, I'm just a big dumb idiot. But I think that's probably the best it could have gone. I would have given them supplies regardless. But at least now they know we're nice. You haven't seen Alette for much of the day. When you do find her, she's returning to camp alone from a fair distance away, looking rather sullen. She keeps her eyes on the ground as you approach. Let's sit quietly beside her. "I feel like things are changing so quickly," she eventually confides. "It's not just that, everything is going so wrong. I've been talking to Ekkel a lot. This gets your attention. What has he been telling you?" That's a good question. He told me how he and Onif are kin. Ekkel had a sister who married Onif, but she died a long time ago. They've been bound since, but then Onif left without him. Just left him behind without a word. That's why he came after us. Let's confirm that story. Play all the angles before we make any judgments. Eventually you find Onif back at camp and relate the story. "Is that what Ekkel told you?" replies Onif. Then he sighs. "It's true about his sister. She died of a fever when we were just married. Surprised he opened up like that." "So I left him in Frostvillier," he continues. "He'd be fine one day, ready to kill his own men the next. Sometimes he would. I'd make the same decision tomorrow." I suppose we should confront Ekkel about him talking to Alette. It's a little too close for comfort. You march directly over to where Ekkel has been forced to stay, far away from the rest of the caravan. He turns as you approach. "What did I tell you, Ekkel? Didn't I say even one wrong look?" "Who's giving wrong looks? Your girl came to me." "Nice of her, I thought, seeing as how she's the only one who gives a damn about the people around here." "What in the depths is that supposed to mean?" "Look at you, running around, saving everyone's hide, making decisions. Good for you. What kind of life is this? Miserable. Are you making it worth living?" "I see Alette helping the women, cooking food, taking care of the old, playing with the children, talking to outcasts." Did you know that she sews up the wounded every time you get them bloodied in a fight? Remember when I said you were a leader? Yeah, they join you. But they follow because of Alette. Oh, man. Just stay away from her. I know what you're doing. Keep out of my business. I know my daughter. Never should have brought you along. Kill Eckel. I know my daughter. Oh, I get it. You think I'm calling you a poor father? No. All I'm saying is, don't ask her to change who she is. These people need one of her, not two of you. Damn, Eckel, that's some serious shade you're throwing right now. Fuck. So I guess there's going to be a bit of a divide between Alette and I. Eventually, it's very heavily foreshadowed now. Is this a godstone or something? I guess we'll find out. Yes, it is. Yet another godstone. And Jesus Christ, we are fucking miserable, I suppose. I guess we should rest at this stone. What is this, a shark? A whale of some kind? A space creature? It looks like a Greek trireme. The godstone of Merrick looms into view. Upon it carved a great ocean beast. Jagged stones jut out of the snow like shark fins. It's hard to imagine the Nordfling wastes being filled with water at one time, but the godstone stands as a reminder of the vast lake it used to look across. A blessing, shouts one of the men in your caravan, holding up what looks like a silver coin. It's a fish scale, he says, pointing out the rainbow pattern that shows in the sunlight. Soon, a curious child has found another hiding in the snow, and then a third is discovered. Perhaps they'll bring us luck, you overhear, and before long the caravan has become obsessed with gathering the shining scares. Let the caravan take their time. We're going to rest anyway, so we might as well let the caravan take their time, lift their spirits a bit. By the second day, oh man, it's been 2 days. That's a bit wild. By the end of the second day, the scavenger hunt still continues unabated, and even you are starting to feel something in the back of your mind, like you need to have one of those scales. You shake it off, uncertain whether to let this continue. Let's get the caravan out of here. It's getting pretty weird. You start to wonder if something unnatural has a hold on their minds when the call to leave is met with open aggression. Ivor helps you to get them moving again, and you wonder how long they would have kept searching if you let them. Oh, man. Can we rest here? No, I don't think we can rest directly in front of the Godstone, but we can as soon as we get back to the overworld here. There we go. Camp. Boom. Even though we just spent 2 days at that fucking Godstone collecting fish scales, of all things, I'm going to rest our party for an additional 2 days so that we're normal morale. There we go. Let's fucking get back on the road here. So we're starting to run low on supplies. We've only got 13 left. 2 weeks of supplies left, and I'm not sure how far we have to go. Oddleaf calls you over, grinning. A row of women holding bows of differing age and experience line up before a row of trees in the distance. They fire, doing an impressive job of hitting the trunks. I think they're ready to fill some dredge with feathers. One woman still hasn't shot her arrow. She just stands perfectly still. The others watch. Just as the winds shift, she lets go, and her arrow flies not into one of the trees, but a snow rabbit that had scurried out from underneath. Dinner, she says, smiling. A group of men from the caravan approach. Listen here, says one. Practice all you want, but my wife isn't fighting dredge. The other men agree in chorus. Hear, hear! We don't want to see a battlefield full of dead wives and daughters. Encourage Oddleaf to train even more archers. Stand by the women becoming fighters. I'm having second thoughts, Oddleaf. We need to stand by the women becoming fighters. The men argue their point, but eventually relent. Thanks, says Oddleaf. To be honest, it was harder than I expected, but the more people who can hold their own, the better. The women return to camp not just as clansmen, but as fighters. Yes, more fighters. That is what I was hoping, even though the men are a little worried about their wives and whatnot. It's kind of a dog-eat-dog world out here now. You need to fight to survive. I mean, if your husband dies, what are you going to do then? You know? A trail of blood leads to a clearing where you find a large wounded varl. He's gnawing on his shield, swearing at no one in particular, and occasionally slamming his cudgel on the ground. If not for the heavy bleeding, you'd leave this one alone without a second thought. Let's talk to the fellow. We can help if you want it. In a heartbeat, the varl is on his feet swinging his massive weapon. You jump clear as the cudgel smashes through the trunk of a tree. Your party scatters to avoid the falling timber. Once you recover, the varl is long gone, leaving only another trail of blood, which you decide against following this time. Man, yeah. I'm not sure how that could have gone better. Perhaps we could have convinced him to join us. But apparently he's just openly aggressive. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe he was just fucking so hung up on those fish scales. You hear a whistle on the wind and spot a long line of Varl far up ahead, heading towards you. Behind them is a swarm of dredge and a trail of bodies leading off into the distance. Get down there, barks Krumir. So are we going to help the Varl? I suppose we are. We're going to charge into the fray with weak morale. Oh, man. Who is this guy? This guy looks slightly familiar. Don't let them spread out, shouts the lead Varl as you approach the battleground. Soon you almost regret finding yourself fighting alongside them, facing off against a daunting number of dredge. Okay. Dredge line the battlefield, weapons drawn. 141 dredge versus our meager army of 180. This is slightly annoying. I think I've read somewhere that the wars that we fight are automatically scaled to the size of your party, so really there's no benefit to having more people in your clan. They just use supplies faster. I mean, if you had more people, presumably the fights would get easier, but they are always the same difficulty. You see what I'm saying? A little weird, but regardless, we are going to do some formations here. You start comparing weaknesses, blah blah blah, give the order. You start rallying your forces and gather your allies to you, preparing to enter the fray. Here we go. Oh, it's Fasolt. Did we just stumble into the other party, perhaps? I don't know. But we might as well just fucking go nuts here. Let's get Alette to replace Hogan. There we go. Okay, or maybe this is Fasolt before he met Haken, perhaps? I'm not sure. Maybe, are these stories going on at the same time? I can't say. But here's the first sighting of slingers for Rook and them. We've got a Dredge Stone Guard, a new enemy, a Stone Guard Colossus, it seems, and a Scourge Warrior. This is not very good. 3 slingers and 3 Scourge massive bastards. But I suppose our deployment is already set in stone, so we might as well just fucking get going here. Ivor is going to... let's see, who is this actually? Yes, okay. Ivor is going to move into base contact with this fucking guy here and do a battering ram move. Yes, let's slam him through that slinger. Blammo! We've moved him out of range of us. Unless the slingers move, he will not be able to advance towards Ivor within the next turn. Edgel, though, is going to attack this Stone Guard here. 2 armor damage, and then Fasolt can do some more damage next turn. Rook apparently has a bow attack, which I had no idea. So if I move here, can I then attack with a bow? Apparently, yes. Let's do 4 armor break with this asshole. Damn, that's fucking neat. Well, Rook is a million times more useful now. Holy shit. I gotta say, though, that's not an immediately obvious option. I mean, I probably would have never noticed that unless someone had mentioned it, but we'll do an additional 4 armor break to this Scourge, Stone Guard, what have you, and Fasolt will take care of the rest. Oh, Slinger's going nuts with the fucking bombs, meaning I'll have to move them, but Krumir can take care of this Slinger in no time flat. There we go. 5 armor break already. Let's see. I don't even know what Krumir's skills are. Let's take a look. Heavy impact, of course. Forge ahead. Select one adjacent ally to move next in initiative. Oh, that's very interesting. Very interesting indeed. But we have to move Fasolt. There we go. And now we can club the shit out of this guy for 5 strength damage. Damn, that guy's down to half strength already. It's only been like 1 round. But we've got more bombs laid at Krumir's feet. We're going to have to move Ivor out of range of those bombs. I think if he's there, he should be safe from all bombs. We may be able to battering ram this guy again, actually, into that other Scourge. So we might as well. There we go. But damn, the Stone Guard has just moved into contact with Alette. So Edgel is going to be forced to take him down, if at all possible. There we go. 3 points of strength damage. Not bad, not bad. I'm glad we are very much limiting the the use of that Colossus through our battering rams. I gotta say, playing very well. Let's take out this Stone Guard right now with Rook. There he goes. Pegged him in the heart. Perfect. We're gonna have to move Crewmere quite a bit, though, to get out of range of those bombs. Alette can let loose on absolutely no one unless we move her here. Then she can attack a slinger, perhaps. Maybe we can move her there. Yes. Edgel will be there to protect her. 4 armor break for that slinger. Crewmere will have to move into base contact with this Colossus, I believe. I would like Ivor ultimately to be in contact with that guy as he has higher armor. Oh shit, I think I moved Alette right into the fray, right into range of those bombs. Actually, not the greatest, but hopefully she'll survive the onslaught. It's hard to say. But damn, we got a bit of a... Oh my god, 11 damage to Crewmere. Holy fucking balls. Crewmere is already out of the game due to that attack already. Alette didn't take any damage, apparently. Perhaps the damage doesn't travel diagonally, but there we go. Crewmere is out of the game, and Ivor now has to deal with this Stone Guard. Apparently, I'm not sure what the hell this means, but 5 in green. I forget what item Ivor has. Perhaps it has to do with this item, but we'll do 5 points of armor break to this asshole. Not bad. There we go. A bit of shatter going on. That was a poor move by the Dredge, I gotta say. But now Edgel is going to move into base contact with the Colossus and Stonewall. What the hell does that do again? Oh yeah, okay. No, I accidentally used Stonewall. But Edgel apparently is going to be taking the brunt of that Colossus's attack, if I can help it. Let's see, what can we do with Rook? Let's get Rook into range to shoot this guy. Rook is infinitely more playable now that I know he has a bow. Damn. But we got some more bombs coming at the feet of Ivor and Rook. Alette is going to do a bit of damage to the slinger since, I mean, he's right there. We're going to have to get Fasalt into base contact with this Scourge as soon as possible, but he just took a bit of damage already. Luckily, we can deal a bit more back. Not as much as I'd hoped, but Rook and Alette will have to deal with that Scourge next turn. Even more bombs. Damn, son. Ivor will now deal a ton of damage to this Colossus, and oh shit, we can even do 5 armor break, but nah, 6 strength damage is more than enough. Damn, that's a ton of armor break on Ivor, unfortunately. I can't tell if Edgel is going to get attacked, damaged by bombs, but I'm gonna move him anyway. It looks like the bombs are at his feet, so we might as well knock this Colossus down just a little bit. Okay, Ivor is starting to take serious damage. Rook will have to deal with this Scourge. Here we go. 3 strength damage. Luckily, Fasalt has the armor to see off that Scourge now. But Rook just took a massive blow to the head, apparently. Can we get a bunch of damage on this guy? No, let's just take out this Slinger. No, actually, let's take out a bit of damage on this Scourge. We can deal with the Slingers later. Ivor, I meant Rook, sorry. Rook has just taken a bit of damage there, unfortunately, but we need to do a little bit more armor break on this Scourge so that Alette and the like can do their worst. We really need to get Alette to attack that Slinger back there, actually. She should be able to take him out in one hit, potentially. But there we go. This Colossus is now ready to go down, and we might as well just leave him now. He's only got 1 or 2 hit points, so he's not really of any concern. Holy shit, there goes fucking Ivor, though, unfortunately. We can get Rook actually to shoot this Slinger and seriously take him out. But we can do some armor break to the Slinger back here, and then Alette can possibly take one of them out with her bow and her special skills. But we've got a bit more bombs coming. Here we go. Both at the foot of Rook and fucking Edgel. She can do 5 points of damage to the Scourge as well. Might as well do that. And then we'll take these assholes out and just clean up the Slingers while we're at it. Okay, here we go. There goes that Scourge, and then we can take out the Colossus next turn. Rook is taking a fucking shit kicking. And we'll get Edgel to knock out the Colossus for an additional point of willpower. Rook needs to move, unfortunately. Otherwise, he's going to get blown the fuck up. But he can do a ton of damage to this Slinger, who will have to move, of course. Okay, the only person who is looking bad is Rook. He doesn't have nearly enough armor to see out this battle, I think. But Alette can take care of these Slingers one at a time. And, oh shit, Rook actually dodged for once. Holy fuck. I think it's due to that item we gave him. Hard to say, though. Spark Slinger. Damn. Okay. Edgel is in the thick of it, and now he is going to knock out one of these Slingers, actually. We might as well just fucking get it over with. Sassel's throwing more bombs. Not a problem. We'll just fucking move. I don't know what the hell the point of this is. Shit. I nearly ended the turn there. We'll break some armor on this guy just to make Rook's job a little bit easier. And Fassel can probably take him out next round. Alette, though, can shoot this Slinger, take him out, and then boom, it's pillage mode. Pillage mode all the way down. Fuck, there goes Fassalt. He wasn't quick enough to avoid those bombs. Damn, but there we go. He can do a bit more damage. I thought he would be able to finish it off, but apparently he is very weak. I cannot believe that they knocked out Crewmere in like 2 hits. That was a massive hit he took. We could take this opportunity to pull back and leave combat immediately. Let's pull back before they regroup. We do not have the strength to see off another wave. Okay, we lost 18 fighters and 8 Varl. Not bad. I mean, that is 1/6 of our army, but... Okay. Isn't this a damn curiosity? This is the second time I've been sent to find a Varl who is heading my direction with humans in tow. What are Dredge doing up here? Gods, does nobody know what's going on around here? They leveled Grofheim to the ground. Oh, yes, that's correct. I suppose that the other party is probably not in Grofheim anymore. We've been losing ground for days. Jorandir's in Einartoft now. They sent me to gather Crewmere and the rest from Wyrm Tow when we ran across this bunch of slag. And there's a lot more where they came from. Is this all the Varl you've got, Crewmere? What have you been doing? Eating each other? Many vent to Blotzbalk here. Are you telling me Grofheim is completely gone? And Vognir's dead. Slag on our heels. The Varl you sent off north are probably dead. The world's ending. Come on, this is old news. We're gathering in Einartoft. That's where we need to go right now. Wait. Fassel takes a long moment to look out over the caravan of men, women, and children behind you. Not them. What do you mean, not them? We've just saved your ass. I'll die before you send us away. What do you mean, not them? Unless you're a king or a mender, humans don't step foot in Einartoft. Now isn't the time for this discussion. Damn it, Fassalt, who cares about that? What in the depths happened at Grofheim? Before Fassalt can reply, a low rumble grabs your attention, growing louder by the moment. Oh, damn. What the fuck is going on now? Is it more dredge? Are we... what? Even though it's beyond sight, all eyes turn in Grofheim's direction as the rumbling becomes deafening, transforming quickly into cracking and splintering. It's coming closer. Go! Shouts Fassalt, taking off toward Einartoft. Don't stop until you reach Hatterborg. Oh my god, what the fuck is going on? Is it... oh, it's a fucking massive earth... oh no! What the fuck is going on? No, it's like a fucking kraken or maybe a worm. I don't know. It's fucking Dune all over again. Oh, shit is going fucking nuts. Why are we still walking towards this shit? Ah, what? This is a terrible idea. Stay away from the splintering earth. The tectonic movements. Do not venture near them. Oh, there is something going on at the top of this hill. I feel like we're going to stop right about now. Here we go. What the fuck is going on here? Oh my god. These Varl have set up a massive base around this godstone for some reason. This guy's sticking his tongue out like a complete asshole, too. Just like he doesn't even give a fuck that the world is torn asunder. Literally, as well as figuratively. Like, damn, man, that was fucking nuts. After 3 terrifying days of tremors, you reach the godstone of Hatterborg, which is teeming with Varl who want to know what is happening. Others busily mend makeshift defenses set up around the godstone of Hatterborg, creator of the Varl. Ah! Hold up, pants Fasalt between long gasps of air. We're going to have to talk. You're still standing. Well, most of you. Rest up, then move on. A mountain just sank into the earth, and something is out there. You're just going to send us away? I don't know who you are, but you're not going to Einertoft. There's a couple hundred Varl here who will back that up. And where are we supposed to go? Back the way we came? We're stuck between two mountain ranges. In one direction, a few thousand Varl. In the other, an army of dredge and whatever caused that quake. Einertoft is a Varl city. This shouldn't be news to a Varl. Give it a rest, Fasalt. Don't you recognize who you're talking to? Surprise suddenly flashes across Fasalt's face. The other Varl are starting to come closer now. You hear Yngvar, Yngvar being whispered between them. I think this might be the one person you might want to let into Einertoft. The humans come with me. All of them. Fasalt glances between Ivor and Krumir before stalking away, pushing past the mob of curious onlookers. Ivor, who are you? Some other time, Rook. You spend the rest of the day recovering. Varl come and go in packs, and most of the chatter is about the quake that just sank mountains into the earth, or the dredge that are still on their way. You hear rumors that a massive chasm opened where the earth split. Let's inspect the Godstone. The little you know about Hatterborg is that he was a disciple of the Loom Mother, and learned to create under her guidance. He created a few beasts, but soon became bored with simple animals and began combining man and beast, ending up with the Varl. That's the myth, anyway. One thing is certain. Each Varl alive today was created by Hatterborg, and now the god is dead. The Varl here now are the last ones that will ever exist. A profound sadness washes over you. Krumir is already here. It is good to pay respects, he says, and you both stand there in silence. Give this to Yngvar, he says, turning to leave. It was once his, and that stubborn ass refuses to take it back. Krumir hands you a massive, studded belt. Suddenly there's a lot of activity. Word comes from below to retreat to the next village over, and you soon see why. A black shadow is sweeping down the valley from the direction of Grafheim, where the quake, or whatever caused it, has obliterated the mountainside. On closer inspection, it's a veritable ocean of dredge, more than you imagine possible. In their midst is a towering giant of a dredge, blood red from head to toe. You gather your things in short order and join a good many Varl, leaving the Godstone behind. Jesus Christ, it's the Colossal Titan, and he's come to kick our shit in. Oh, man. Gained item, Farthingjord. Oh, I want to check that shit out, but it means I'd have to rest. Oh. You know what, guys? I think this is as good a place as any to leave it off. We're heading to the next village. As you can see, it's in shambles here. But I just want to say thank you for watching. Shit is hitting the fan. And next episode when we come off, we'll deal with this screaming mother.